Hey guys, it's Housewife in Heels, and I'm here with my latest shoe review, these ones being the Christian Louboutin Nouvelle Prive 100s. If you're familiar with my channel, then you've already seen me unbox these, and then you saw me give these a first use and my initial thoughts after that use. So now I feel I can give a very good, concise review for anyone who either just likes to hear me talk about shoes and wants to know how I personally feel about them, or for people who have genuine interest in purchasing Louboutin Nouvelle Prives and they want a second opinion before going into and spending $900 on a pair of shoes. So I'm going to split it up as to how I personally feel about them and my recommendations for anyone who's interested in them. So we're just going to get right on into it. So if you watched my first impressions video on these shoes, you would know that I had some struggles in these because I have a narrow foot, and usually that's great for Louboutin because he tends to make his shoes make the foot look as small and delicate and dainty as possible, which means it's going to be very tight, restrictive, it's going to be doing whatever it can to make the foot look teeny. That's his aesthetic, that's just how he rolls, and that's why his shoes are infamous for being very painful. Now, he does try to make different designs to where women with either average or wider feet would be able to wear his shoes like these. These I feel he actually intended to be for a woman with an average foot and not necessarily a narrow one, because of this beautiful rounded toe box. It's very, very pretty, very, very flattering, but it's also very forgiving. Now, that sounds great for people with average feet, but for myself it posed problems. If you are unfamiliar with Louboutin's sizing, usually they recommend you go up half a size, but since I have narrow feet, I tend to stay very true to size in Louboutin and when I go for a pump. So, my issue is that these do fit true to size, but I tend to get heel slippage when I wear them. Now, most people would say if you're dealing with heel slippage, go down half a size, which I would think myself. But if I were to go down a half size, the little peep toe wouldn't be a peep toe anymore, it would be cliffhangers. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to have my toes like shoved out. I just want a cute little peep toe. So I had to stay true to size in these. With the heel slippage, that is a good indicator that the shoe is slightly too big. And that I feel is because of this rounded, forgiving, very roomy for a Louboutin toe box. This created a few issues for me. Not only did it give room for my foot to slide down in a relatively low heel pitch already, it created a lot of room for the fabric to rub up on my foot with every step that I took, which in turn created blisters, and that for me was no fun. So I think what I need to do with these is just put one of those little inserts and I should be able to get away with it. But I haven't given that a go for myself, and when I give reviews, I like to give reviews on just the shoe, not necessarily how I can fix it to make it good. I just want to tell you how the shoe in and of itself does. So for my experience, it wasn't all that great. I don't wear these out too often because of those issues. As much as I like the way they look, they can be quite painful even for being only in 80mm heel pitch, which kind of sucks. But getting into the second part of this video, my recommendations for anyone who might be interested in these shoes, I think they'd be great for a woman with an average size foot. I really truly do. I think they are very flattering on the foot. They make the foot look nice and tiny and thin, and it's roomy enough to where you're not going to be totally restrictive. If it's giving me enough wiggle room to develop blisters, then it's going to be nice and fine, and you will not have enough wiggle room to develop blisters on your foot. So these honestly, I think, would be very comfortable for a woman with an average sized foot. I truly do. I don't believe that women with average sized feet would run into the same issues that I did. If you have an average sized foot and you're looking into sizing, you just don't know, something you should know about Louboutins is that sizing can be all over the place. You never know. Generally, the internet will tell you to go up half a size. This is usually true, but if your foot is slightly narrow or teetering on the edge of wide, that can vary. I've heard of women having to go up a whole size. I've heard of women having to go up half a size, and like myself, I stayed true to size. Never heard of anyone going down half a size though. That would be very odd. So if you have an average size foot and you have no means of being able to try these on, think about how wide your foot actually is and then go from there. But for most people, I would recommend going up half a size if I have to stay true to size in these. So I think that about does it for my review. I hope that I helped somebody out, or I hope that you guys just like to listen to me ramble on about shoes. I will throw these on and let you guys get into the try-on, but I just wanted to say thank you for all the love and support. I truly appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you in the next pair of shoes. Bye!